Made it to our site. We can avoid dark, rainy arrivals. That'd be great. Howdy. Well, we're at our site here and we're kind of getting set up. Figured it was time to use solar. There's no power hookups here, so I was taking solar out and kind of noticed everything was a little bit damp when I was pulling the solar out. And we've got a bit of a mold problem. So I'm trying to figure out like if it's a leak, if it's condensation, and I think it's just condensation over a long period of time. Like, I haven't pulled this stuff out in a long time. There's not really overflow or not really airflow back there. We've been in cold, wet conditions for like 2 months now, and we really haven't had an opportunity to dry everything out. So hopefully the weather can cooperate with us and we can kind of dry things out a little bit. But yeah, Laura's on her way to town now to pick up some supplies, food, cleaning supplies, and yeah, hopefully we can get this cleaned out and dried and fix the problem. I think I have a solution, but we'll see. Well, drying everything out turned into cleaning and organizing everything. Feels good though. Well, now I'm just tearing everything apart to clean it, and yeah, it's not great in here. I know it wasn't this bad like a week ago. Clean and dry. Everything's wet. Okay, so I think when Laura gets back with the cleaner and stuff, we're gonna have to crawl in there, wipe it out, spray it out, and air dry it. But I don't think it's a leak. I think it's just stagnant, moist air. But we're headed to drier weather. That's kind of our goal. So that should help with the whole moisture, mold, mildew issue. So follow along, take notes. On the plus side, the solar array is actually charging the battery. Pretty happy about that. Alright, so we got this CLR mold and mildew clear bleach-free stain remover. We kind of sprayed all the affected areas, and we also got the inside, so now we wait and then wipe it off. Just popped up the moonshade, let that dry out. We also had computers under the bed too, and Laura's computer bag got kind of soaked. Her computer was a little wet on the outside. That's drying out, but I think that's fine. I think it was just on the outside. But definitely things to be aware of. Well, in our cleaning spree, I decided to check the moisture down here, and I've had a fan going on it down here for a while because there was moisture in here. But I was wondering if this was mold or rust or something. It's a little wet, and then I was feeling back here and kind of discovered I could push my finger pretty much through the floorboard, which isn't good at all. But luckily it's pretty much just this spot. I've checked all around the other edges, and it's just in this back corner here, and I think a lot of it has to do with the electronics port when we're driving and rain and water getting in here. So I just ran to the hardware store and flex sealed the bottom. I'm gonna dry out the top more, try to get it pretty dry, and then I'm gonna flex seal that whole compartment. And eventually I'll probably do the other compartment too in the back, just as preventative maintenance. But I mean, it's not a total fix, like we're not gutting and restoring it, but I think it's a pretty good fix for now. So I'll let you know how that goes. Alright, and then for under the bed, going forward, I have these mats that'll allow airflow underneath. So I'm going to put these under there, and then the solar panels will sit on top of that, so air can get under and dry out anything, so they're not sitting directly on the floor. Kind of the same idea for what I did under my bed. And that should help with the mold problem from stagnant air and moisture, hopefully. If you watched my last video, you know that I left my drill out in the rain and it doesn't work, so I just decided to try something different before buying a new drill. Well, thought I'd take a walk down and check out the lake. And this is what it is. And for reference, I'll show you a picture of where I'm at. Crazy. It's a rainbow. Okay, Laura went to go do some laundry in town. I think for one of our issues under my bed, for airflow, I'm going to take this camping mat that I have and I'm going to cut it to size. It's egg carton, so that should help with airflow and condensation under my mattress. Still got to figure out what I'm going to do for Laura's mattress, but mine seems to be a bigger culprit right now. But yeah, let's get to it. foam for comfort. I was using this under part of my mattress because I had a problem area, and this seems to have worked pretty well for that, but around the edges still needs some help. So this should cover the whole thing. And it should be a little more comfy too. Alright, let's see how that works. I knew it was coming, and as I put the mattress down, it just started raining. But I think this it's only supposed to last about 20 minutes. But, good timing. So I'm really trying to dry this out. I've had this fan, or a fan, and the dehumidifier going all night under here. It's a little drier, but I really want to try to get it as dry as possible, and then I'll put a few coats of Flex Seal in that corner. And then when we travel, I'm going to stuff a rag or something in the electrical port to stop water from coming in that way. Hopefully we can get that done within the next day or so, the Flex Seal part. Ironically, our moisture problem has least affected the water compartment. It's still in there, but not nearly as bad as really any of the other compartments that I've looked at. And this is the last one. I was actually most worried about this one. But there's some spots in there where there's a little bit of mold, but I just sprayed that down. So just let that soak, and we'll put up some moisture or damp rid bags and go from there. Currently going through the shoe drawer. It's a little musty in here. And I got my shoes laid out and kind of spraying them down as I'm pulling them. But this should be the last drawer I need to worry about, hopefully, unless at the bottom of this closet there's some issues, but I don't foresee much of that. We're in and out of that thing quite a bit. And there's not much space for condensation to get in there. I think that last pair of sandals I might just toss. I've got it the worst, and they're my least favorite shoes. We're gonna toss them. Okay, in this cabinet I set up a space heater to help dry this out a little better. Seems to be working pretty well. Alright, I got it pretty dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray a coat of Flex Seal. As much as I'd like to do the whole thing, I'm just going to focus on that back corner for now. And hopefully when this dries, it'll not fully fix our problems, but mitigate it. We also got this as mold prevention. And we also got damp rid cups that we're going to put in every compartment going forward. Alright, a couple facts about this stay. We're having moisture problems with our camper. We're staying at Glory Hole Recreation Area, and now we're on our way to the Moaning Caverns. On a side note, there's tons of woodpeckers here. Alright, back in here, checking the Flex Seal, and it actually seems to be doing pretty good. I'm going to add just one layer of Flex tape just to reinforce it. And I've got Flex tape on the bottom as well. So whatever was in there is now sandwiched between, or going to be sandwiched between, 2 layers of Flex Seal and Flex tape. Alright, got some Flex tape down there. Feeling pretty solid. Alright, you guys, this has been a trip out here at the old Glory Hole. We're starting to get packed up here. Got the moon shade tore down, solar's put away. It's supposed to rain in the morning, and we're gonna head out as soon as we can. Try to make sure everything's not wet when we leave. And hopefully everything that we did to mitigate our mold and moisture issue will work. Let you know how that goes. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to follow along if you enjoy this content. And on that note, hopefully we'll see you in the desert in the next video. So just keep on scamping.